Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ladies.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
It's great finish, son.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. The running backs in this game for both teams, very good friends. Of course, college teammates Saquon Barkley and Miles Sanders. Sanders had to sit behind Barkley and wait for his opportunity. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 43.
Go. Hey, Jet.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is taken in at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Leo.
On second down, here's Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a sneak with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll run with Sanders, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Great. Hey, 57. Hey, seam 6.
Watch the curl.
Listen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easy.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Jackson to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 280. One flag.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Safe. Check three.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of them.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the
the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 44, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Switch.
Here.
Comes to me, it's me.
Pilot, 64, weak. Done.
Again, it's Wentz.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
27, check Mike, 27.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Look at me. Go. Check. Go.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
X3, 218, chop.
On on 2nd and 9. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Hard throw, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry for Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Break. 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got D? Check 31, check 31.
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And Rosas puts this one through. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Duke Riley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Check, go on.
On 4th down, Jones flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Let's get off the field, D.
That's it, son. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bang. Ram. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On play action, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
Hey,
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mike 27.
Now Wentz again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hatch it.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. O'Shane Ximines in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Jet bombers, two-jet bombers. Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Check. Hey, stand. Undercrunch. Check. Fresno.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Down the man inside. Lion.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter, the rest of this game, very interesting. Now Saquon Barkley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Last stop.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 13 yards. Good for a Giant 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And Jones now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Rock it. Hey, lock it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Check back. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Ready? And logo.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the run, it's Barkley. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this, a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters, You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.